We begin in the body, first with awareness only. Taking the attention to the forehead, letting it soften. Relaxing the eyelids, letting them be closed, but without any force. Letting the flare in the nostrils go. And with the lips, we let the top lip relax. And then the bottom one gives way with the jaw. And then we imagine that all the chemistry and all the machinery inside the head, that could all soften, letting the jaw be slack, letting the throat be open, letting the air move in and out of the nose with ease, and the chemistry of the brain working. But very slowly and predictably, as if we don't have to pay it any attention for it to do its job. And then we imagine that the back of the head can be as relaxed as the face has become. And we take our attention to the vertebra in the neck. And we imagine that they can almost float, as if the top vertebra can have space from the second one, and the second from the third, and so on, letting the head move very gently on the neck, choosing a new alignment. And then we let the attention go down to the chest, imagining the heart slowing down, letting the heart be a predictable muscle, letting its beats be soft and regular, as if it has the evenness of a metronome. We let the flow of oxygen to the lungs be very predictable. We let all exchanges come with ease, and the blood moves in its predictable channels. The heart and the lungs working together seamlessly. And we let the back of the heart, the spine, the shoulder blades, we let that all realign, as if the vertebra and the shoulders and the shoulder blades were Lego blocks that could come apart and go back together in energy. A perfect fit now, so much ease, so much looseness, such elegance in the body and its its alignment. And we take the attention down the spine to the low back, letting there be space and letting there be a beautiful shape for your body, whether it's arched or rounded, whether you're lying or sitting. We let the alignment have ease. And then we imagine the stomach, all that chemistry at work. And we let there be a predictability, almost a machine-like organization. This part of the body can work without our attention. Moving softly, predictably, doing its job without our attention. And then we follow the imagination down to the sits bones, to the pelvis, to the hips. And here, we let there be space, whether we're lying down or sitting, as if we're floating in our own seat, as if our bones are being held by a beautiful energy rather than gravity, letting them have space and ease and beauty in their position, letting all tightness go. And then we begin to let the big muscles in the legs go, the quadricep, the hamstring, just as if warm water is inside the body. Just soften. And down around the kneecap, around both shins, all the way to the tips of the toes. Letting go. And with the arms, we let gravity take them completely, letting the forearms be soft and the fingers just drifting into their own shape. And from here, we scan the energy of the body as if we can be outside the body and feel all the different bits and pieces. So just in imagination, we imagine that we could almost take a hand and put the palm in front of our faces and have that hand feel the energy that we've accumulated in the day. So we just feel for it. Has there been a conversation? Have there been things we heard that are stuck in the mind? Have there been things we saw that are stuck in the heart? So we just use that hand as if we could have it in front of us and almost just take our own temperature, seeing if something has happened during the day that's now lodged in our heart or our mind, our throat, just in our energy. And so with that hand, we start with it in front of the face. And we just imagine that we could almost just brush away what we saw. We can leave the hand 6 inches away from the eyes, and we just brush that away. It can even be something where we saw ourselves get hurt, even by a text. And we just brush it away, knowing it's our experience and being grateful for having had that, but not keeping it. We can just brush it to the side, letting it fall at our feet. We can look at it later when it's outside us. And then we let the hand be by the ears, just feeling for anything we heard that didn't keep moving. We let ourselves feel for everything, knowing that everything is as it should be, and there's nothing that we can't learn from. So we just take the temperature of our own energy, and if we come upon something that we heard that got stuck, we let that just float away, get brushed away, the way we brush a feather off our cheek. So we let what we heard just wash through us and find its way to the floor beside us, grateful that our humanness is full and we hear all things. And just letting it be. And then to the mouth, just feeling for something we may have said that we could have put another way, or even something that we said that we're proud of. So we just let all of that wash away. And even with the hand, we can brush it to the side, just feeling for what left us through our vocal cords. And we just let it all float away, get brushed away like a feather, letting it fall gently to the ground next to us. And then we go down to the throat with our attention, and we feel for anything that we didn't say, anything that was stuck there. It's not good or bad. It just is sitting there. And so with love, we feel for it. And we let it, we just let it get brushed out of the body. And we let it fall to our feet. And then we take the attention, and even the hand if we want, to the chest. Just feeling for anything in there. It can be a great love or a little hurt. Just whatever's happened in this day. We just feel for it. We can see it any way. It can be a color, a conversation, a movie, a picture. And anything that didn't move through, that left a residue, we just brush that away, brushing it away and letting it float down to the side of the foot. Just letting all of our experience flow through us and find its way outside the body. So just using imagination as if these are things on the floor, the way that a present can be on the floor, or a pair of shoes, or even our glasses. And now we just look at what we put aside, and we see it as its own thing. Our experience as a separate thing from ourselves, from our energy. So as if we could hover around those thoughts and words and sights. We just look at them from here. And we let them, every one of them, become neutral. The experience of the day that washes through us, but is something separate from us. So now in imagination, we just let ourselves feel for those things, even using the hand again, letting it hover a foot above each thing. And we just say, what is this? So with what we saw, we ask, what does this look like from here when it's outside of me? And what we heard, we take our attention there and we say, what does this sound like if I know it's not me? And with what we said, we put our hand over it and we say, what was this really? It seems so true when I said it, but what did it become when it was out in the world? So we just leave those things, and with whatever was in our heart, we just get to see it from a different vantage point. As if it's a shape on the floor or a statue on a pedestal, where we can see all of our experiences from different angles when they come outside us instead of getting lodged in our being. So we walk around our experiences as if they're a statue in an empty room. Something we know, but something separate from us. And so now we breathe in and out. Letting all sensation wash through the body. Letting all memory wash through the body. Letting all experience wash through the body. And in its place, we let there be breath. We let there be light. We let there be higher energy. We let there be all there is. And we feel into that experience. And we say, so hum, I am that. An empty vessel, a vessel through which all things travel. So hum, I am that. So I'll be quiet for a minute while we say that. So hum, I am that feeling of all there is. A feeling water cannot wet it, fire cannot burn it, the mind cannot forget it. I am that. We say that in silence. So now we begin to return. Letting there be a clear, sparkly energy through the senses. So that we can experience everything in our lives as if for the first time. We see without having seen. We hear without having heard. We smell without having smelled. We taste without having tasted. And we speak without having spoken. So we begin just wriggling the fingers, wriggling the toes, letting there be movement in the torso, deepening the breath in and out. And last breath, we breathe in deep and breathe out long. And then we bring the palms together in front of the body and we tip the head. Thank you.